Joining me now is Dewardric McNeal, Longview Global Senior Policy Analyst and a CNBC contributor. Dewardric, good to see you. So you think President Trump won't get the same kind of deal with China that he got with Europe, which a lot of commentators are saying is very much skewed in the U.S.'s favor?
How are you, John? Look, I think it's very clear that the negotiations with China is going to go a different way from the ones that we've seen with the UK and with Japan and with the EU. China has shown that they are prepared to answer tariff for tariff, match for match, round for round. Tariffs are not the only thing that China has at its disposal. We've seen export controls for critical minerals being leveraged, and China has been very clear, John, that it is not going to be bullied. Each side have their weaknesses and their strengths. This is going to be a long negotiation to get to some end states, John, but I'm not sure really what that end state is, actually.
So big picture, what does this mean? Because there were a lot of people arguing in April, boy, President Trump, you really should have gone after China first. It was really an issue of an unfair situation with them versus our allies. It seems like the overall tariff levels with our allies are, higher than some hoped. And the president's been playing hardball there, but you're saying he might not be able to play the same kind of hardball with China. What's the meaning of this going to net out to be?
Well, I think it's important to level set here, John, that when the Liberation Day tariffs went into effect, and then we had that pause, Secretary Bessent was clear. We want to do 90 deals in 90 days, get our allies squared away, and then that will allow us to turn and focus on China. That was the announced approach. That has not worked out very well. China, of course, flipped its critical minerals card, and all of a sudden we realize we have a real negotiation on our hands. I don't think anyone expects that we're going to get back to triple digits, but I do think, John, the additional 90 days will buy us a couple of things. For Chinese factories, for businesses and consumers, it'll get us beyond that holiday shopping period, which is pretty critical. It'll also buy this administration time to really set that meeting between Xi and Trump that Trump is certainly looking forward to. But then I guess, John, the real question is, what do we do when the 6-month sunset on the critical minerals export licensing process that the Chinese agreed to? What do we do when that expires? So there's still a lot of uncertainty here, but we will get some certainty over the next 90 days because I think they do this deal in Stockholm.
Do you have a likely case scenario for where the tariffs with China end up?
Well, I think what China will be pushing for, certainly here in Stockholm, if it doesn't happen here, I think during the Trump-Xi meeting, if that materializes, they would like to see those IEEPA fentanyl 20% tariffs removed. And I think they will press hard to see that reduced. So I think we're likely going to see another 20% or so come off over these next 90 days. And then I think we level off. John, I think you'll still see that 25% from 2018. But it's unsure where it's going to land. I do expect we're likely going to see an additional 20%, those IEEPA tariffs come off over these next 90 days.
All right.